Hey guys, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. Thank you again for your company this morning. Remember, 111-444-111 is the SMS line. We're here talking with Benjamin Zulu about whether it is true love or not. And he's made some very interesting pointers here this morning, including the fact that, if it's true love, there shouldn't be fear. A fear of losing the person is perhaps a good thing.
Should be
of losing the value that they bring. I really want to emphasize that it is the value that they bring into your life, not losing the person. Because some of you guys get desperate and
you
do
must never
crazy
hear a
things.
person scare you that if you don't do ABCD, I'll get another person.
Right.
The moment a person utters those words, that's not love.
Right.
You should not be afraid that there's another person they're seeing.
Yeah.
You should be confident they are choosing you. But what you fear is you yourself, you want to take care of this relationship because you know it is good for you.
And we've talked about that even if it's true love, really, it should improve the both of you. The both of you are better because of the love between you.
Exactly. You should be able to count things this person has inspired you to do. This person has done for you practically. This person has helped you practically. Joyce, I told you the thing, between bachelorhood and being married is like before and after Neno, the way people put it. Because there before, I tell bachelors, they struggle with funny diseases like stomach infection because they are eating remains of mama mboga, what they were cooking, and you arrive late, there's no food. And then you buy whatever is there, then you eat. You're always at the chemist getting, detox and things. After that, you begin to eat good things like sweet potato. Something like that, cut into small pieces, good, and packed well. Nowadays, I have a lunchbox, imagine, and a small flask. I can take tea. I feel so blessed to take tea in my own. Imagine I'm there in a car, I'm just taking tea. For me, those small things are the greatest blessing because they meet my need when I'm from a show, I'm from a session, I'm so tired. I can take something and replenish myself.
Right.
There before I was common with Afia and these juices, and ngumu.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, there's a question about relationships, okay, and this love, because we've said, a guy should really be willing to take the lead, right, and really carry the relationship forward. That the man, can really provide and sort of provide vision and direction, and that's key. There's a question from this vicinity somewhere here. Asking that, sometimes they say maybe some people need to be catalyzed into action. That should tell you your answer right there. But some people need to be catalyzed into action, catalyzed into sort of their purpose and their destiny. We've talked about, destiny helpers and that sort of thing. Should your spouse, the person that you're dating, are they a destiny helper in that sense? Because they're saying that they should come into the relationship, and then that's maybe when you start being able to do things. Apo sasa ndio changamka only after they've come into your life.
And thank you for using catalyst, not reactor. Because catalyst, their reaction was already possible without it. Catalyst made it faster.
Okay.
The spouse doesn't come to help you find your calling in life. You should be already in the search and should have a sense of direction where you're going. I come to make it easier for you, to make you achieve it in a greater way.
Be a cheerleader.
Thank you. There are other gifts, yes, I'll help you discover. But a person who was lazy and sleeping, even marrying them, won't make them wake up. So we are saying, don't mistake this. Don't say, and another thing, the reason I was feeling like sleeping is people thinking you're catalyzing me to choose you. No. Never help a person to choose you. Never help a person to love you. Never help them think you're wonderful. Never convince them that they should marry you. That is something you must never do. In fact, one sign of life is you can question their sanity, but not their passion. You need a person who's so crazy about you that sometimes, hey, are they okay?
You're like,
You want a person who's so crazy about you. It looks like insanity.
Yeah.
But you don't want a person you're wondering, they don't call so often. When I hear people asking, they are in love, but they don't call another one. Where is the love there? You want a person who is so outrightly into you.
Let me just get to some questions because I think you've triggered something there. Someone says, I'm in a long distance relationship, but sometimes I feel that my man is too busy for me. He tells me he loves me. Oh Lord, I'm 23, he's 27. Is that true?
Okay, thank you for mentioning 23.
I'm so sensitive to it now. Oh no.
Please, I want to tell this 23-year-old that you are asking. It's like when I hear pre-25s asking about relationships, it's like a 5-year-old asking me the best gun to shoot with. You shouldn't be shooting anyone at 5. It's so hard to ask this 23. Right now, you are mistaking red flags for red roses.
Where?
Whether the man is good or bad, your eyes can't see.
All you're seeing is red.
Thank you. Another thing is, you don't know where you're going. Maybe there are things about him that can't fit with your calling. Perhaps he's a very good man, but the trajectory of his life is opposite to where you're going. Some of these girls themselves, they're alpha female. They're so driven, they're out. Then they go dating other alpha males because they don't know themselves yet. Before you're 25, you may look cooperative and you're just flowing, and many times you don't have enough money. He's just supporting, sending you some money, sending you airtime, and you appreciate. A day will come, you make more money than him. What will happen? Maybe he had no relevance at all. Tell this girl to grow 2 more years. And until she can tell where she's going, then she can evaluate people. Does his energy, vibe, those things you can't tell before you mature. You're using a teenage brain which cannot evaluate that. Even if he's a good man, maybe he's not your perfect match.
Okay. Another person here says, hey, Joyce and Benjamin, my partner doesn't like hugging, holding hands, or even acknowledging me in front of his friends or anywhere in public.
And why is he your partner?
Good Lord. He says he's an introvert and doesn't even take me out. Is this a red flag? A red.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Why are you with him? Doesn't acknowledge you. No, this is a red carpet. They're walking on red carpet. Part of what I want to tell this girl is there is no love there. You should have a reason. This person should love you until you into them. How did they do that? You brought yourself. This girl catiared herself and brought herself to the box. That's why the guy is doing nothing. You're just here. So yeah, you're just here. How is he after you? He should acknowledge you publicly. Things like holding hands, hugging. Wait. If you have to beg for crumbs of attention, are you a lover or a beggar?
Okay. Even me, I'm an introvert, but as we've said,
when you're
around your person, they bring out everything in you.
When you are around the person who loves you.
Like my husband knows my crazy.
Thank you. That person feels, they feel like home.
Yeah.
This girl feels like she's a foreigner there. Whenever you feel like a foreigner or unwanted or somehow not desired, you are not in your element. You're not at home. There's no love there.
So I think they actually continued the SMS. He said, or they said, he doesn't take me out because he says he's always busy working for a better future. We've been dating for almost a year.
That girl, if she's above 25, I'm very worried because her thinking is very clouded. That thinking, I find it among under 25s. They explain what they should be using to use a conclusion, but they still make it a question. No, that story already adds up that you are not in a relationship with anyone.
That's right. Sadly so. Someone here says, what Benjamin is saying is true. My friend was dating this guy. He was broke. But when he got money, he dumped her saying, hakuna kitu anamsaidia nayo. Guy!
That's what happens. We say, Joyce, if you get a person who does not have reverence for God, they won't revere you either. They won't even remember the kindness you did to them.
You know, I'm so glad you're the one saying that, Benjamin, because sometimes I know this is a faith-based show and we talk about faith a lot. And I talk about God and relationships being so interlinked. And I think some people don't believe me. But here you are saying it yourself as a psychologist, as a relationship coach.
I tell you the truth, a person does not have a higher power whom they respect. You have no base trusting them. They can change. They can change.
Because they're not submitted to any authority.
And another thing money brings is pride. People can just become proud. What will you do? You know, the other day I talked about narcissists and people are telling me, so how can I help my brother who's a narcissist? How can I help my father how can I help a narcissist? I'm saying, and I return the question to them. I want to bring a proud person to you. You help them. How will you help them? They're not open to any help.
Yeah.
Look for a person who at least has humility enough to acknowledge God.
Where? Haya, wengine hapa nasema, hey Joyce, I've been in a long distance relationship. We truly love each other, but my fiance was diagnosed with throat cancer. Probably about that. And you say he's recovering and now we were planning to get married, but his health is what is an obstacle. Another thing is he's uneducated and poor, and I've been supporting him. My family says we should break up. I'm now questioning if it's true love or not because it's hard to break up. He values me so much. This sounds like I think the fact that she's asking if I love you, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a question of if it's true love, and then there's a question of if I even love him.
Exactly. So let's talk about this. About the cancer, we are very sorry.
Yeah.
If that is cancer was the only issue, I would have told you to weather the storm and use that fight to bond together better.
Right, because your vows will also be in sickness and in
because
health.
that cancer could have also come after you married.
Exactly.
You should use this to test your unity.
Yeah.
To decide we are going to forge through this. Cancer is almost a brush with death. So when people brush, they go through depression, they go through anxiety. So don't expect them to behave no more. They'll behave erratic here and there. But you're supposed to be patient and wait and see how, as they recover, you cannot plan your life ahead. But when she brought another factor there, Joyce, that I'm educated, he is not.
She said another thing is he is uneducated and poor, and I've been supporting him. And then my family says we should break up.
That is the real issue here.
Yeah. It's not the illness.
It's not the other one.
Yeah.
The real issue is that he is not educated, you are educated. That you have money, he has no money. Remember, Jesus, you said you cannot know a man until he gets some money, some power. He has no... You can't tell what he will become when he gets the money. Maybe he has never explored. That's why you have men at that age still exploring every skirt, trying club, going clubbing, still buying loud cars. There's an age for some things, Joyce. You meet at 45, still wanting noise and attention on the road. All of you must do this. At 45. So maybe he will start that when he gets the money. I want to ask girls to stop mixing love with charity, sympathy, pity, mercy. The fact that she questions us, she loves him. Probably she felt like a rescuer. So my advice is get therapy. You can contact me or another person close to you. Or nowadays we're doing a lot of online work. I want to ask this girl to get a room where she can clarify. And she should go alone first. This girl, when I tell them to, they bring the guy. So that means you can't talk when he's there. Go alone first and get a place to explore. Maybe he's a good one for you, but there are some dynamics you need to check.
To work out.
Yes.
Right.